Hi, my name is Chloe Cristoforo, and I'm a residential real estate agent with Rococo Real Estate and Design, brokered by eXp Realty in Loudoun County, Virginia. I'm so excited. It's finally May. I can talk about the April stats. So here it goes. What do I mean when I talk about the market stats? Well, we're going to go into a deep dive about the average active price, the average sold price, sales price to list price, number of sold homes, number of active homes, days on market, and months of inventory. And I'm going to be teaching you about why you need to know this for selling, buying, or investing in Loudoun County. The average list price in April 2021 was $690,517. In March 2021, it was $684,356. In April 2020, it was $598,222. So even within the last year, we've seen about almost a $100,000 increase between this year and last year, which is phenomenal, especially if you're looking to sell your home. You probably have a lot of equity left. Average sold price in Loudoun County, April 2021, $655,553. In March 2021, $648,909. So even between the last 2 months, we've seen a little bit of increase, which means we can probably predict if the market continues as it is today, you'll also begin to see a higher sold price within the next couple of months. Compared to April 2020, the average sold price was $582,672. So even within the last year, we have seen almost a $70,000 increase between this time last year. So that is just incredible. Again, great time to sell your home. So sales price to list price. So what's the difference between listing your home and how much do you sell it for? So essentially, if you put your home on the market for $100,000, is it going to sell for $100,000 or are you going to get more money for it? Well, in April 2021, the answer is yes, you would get more money for it. The sales price to list price in April 2021 was 103.2%, which is incredible. The last couple of years, it's just been 100% or even less than 100%. So for it to be over 100%, that means that there are bidding wars, there are multiple offer situations. It's just really incredible across the board. In March 2021, we saw 102.8. So a little less than April, which means that we can probably predict that May, June may be higher, if the market continues as it is today. And like I said, typically we see about 100% sales price to list price, and that's exactly what happened in April 2020. It was 100% exactly. So that meant when you put your home on the market for $500,000, you got $500,000. But now, if you did that, you would get exponentially higher than that. So if it's priced right, you will sell your home for a really nice penny. So number of sold homes in Loudoun County, April 2021, 873. That's not a lot of homes actually. In March 2021, we sold 633 homes. And in April 2020, this is probably because of the COVID effect, we sold 607 homes in Loudoun County. So let's compare this with the number of homes on the market. So in April 2021, we had 1,032. So of those 1,032, we don't know how many have sold yet because it usually takes 30 days to go in escrow. But if we look at March, in March, we had 969 homes on the market. And if we look at the number of sold homes, we sold 873 of those homes. So not 100%, but if you're priced right, your home was going to sell. And then in April 2020, we had 686 active listings. So yeah, it has exponentially grown since last year, probably because people have gotten used to COVID. They want to sell their house. They've gotten used to their house they're in, and they want to change. So we're seeing more and more people put their homes on the market, but will it sell? That's if it's priced right, staged correctly, and if you market it well. So days on market, For April 2021, we had 11 days on market. So that is pretty great. So if you're thinking about it, that's less than 2 weeks. That's one weekend where you have to put your home on the market. That's pretty good in my opinion. You only have to stage it, professionally clean it one weekend instead of multiple. In March 2021, it was 13 days on market as an average for the whole county. And in April 2020, we had 17 days on market. So even within the last year, we have decreased that number to 6 days. So that's pretty incredible. So let's talk about months in inventory. So this is the last statistic that we'll talk about today. But the months in inventory are about how many houses are on the market and how many have sold and how many would be left. So months of inventory. So if we talk about how many homes are on the market, they're actively listed, and how many of those sold, what would be left over if we continued to be at the pace that we are in today? So for less than 4 months is months of inventory. So how many houses have months of inventory? So how many houses are on the market and how many have sold? Whatever's left, that's your months of inventory, especially if we continue at the same pace. So less than 4 months of inventory is a seller's market, and 4 to 6 months of inventory is a neutral market, and more than 6 months is a buyer's market. So in the month of April 2021 in Loudoun County, we had less than 1 month of inventory, which means we need more people to sell. There is a high demand, a high market for buyers coming to the area. They want to move here, and we don't have enough homes for them. That's why the sales prices are going through the roof. So March 2021, we had 2 months of inventory. So even between March and April, we have had less homes. We've had more homes on the market, but all of them have basically sold, which means that we have a lower month of inventory. And in April 2020, we had 3 months of inventory, which means we're getting closer to a buyer's market last year, but even between March, April of last year, the market is constantly changing. So what I say today may not be applicable for tomorrow or next month or even a couple months from now. This is why we give you this data continuously, so that you're informed and that's so you know how to play the game. So it is great news if you are a seller in Loudoun County. You are probably going to sell your home for more than you list it for. You're probably going to experience multiple offer situations, so you need an agent who can really navigate you through this process, especially negotiate. You probably end up with an offer with low to no contingencies whatsoever. So that means they may waive the home inspection, they may waive the pest, septic, well inspections, who knows? People will be willing to do whatever it takes to get the home. But springtime is starting to pick up. We may see more homes on the market. We may see that maybe it's going towards a neutral or buyer's market. Who knows? But if you're selling your home, there are tons of ways to find your new home. We can put your home on the market either before or after you find your new home. We do things like rent back, so you can stay in your home while you're looking for a new one, or we can find you a temporary situation where you can stay in a rental, or even stay somewhere else. Like maybe you want to go down to Florida for a couple months and look for your new home there. So I've worked with everyone and anyone, and if you have any questions about buying, selling, investing, renting, just give me a DM, send me a message. I'm happy to help. You can subscribe here or follow me on Instagram for more tips at Rococo Real Estate and Design. Thank you.